Hello and good morning, Scary Champion, Psychic Medium, once again. This last weekend, my wife and I were in Chicago at a psychic fair, and I gave a class. I did a seance, all strange things to do. I did a seance, which is a new class that I'm doing, and read people for 2 days. And during break times, when things get slow, I would get up and walk around and look at gemstones to purchase to make rings out of. Sometimes psychic fairs are a good place to pick up some pretty nice stones that you may not be able to find locally. For some reason, these touring people carry a lot of stuff. And I didn't find anything I really liked, but I picked them up. And I don't know how to get into this. Everything has a vibration. And the more natural it is, the more I hear. It's a rock. Every rock seems to have its own story, which is where psychometry comes in. It's just a big word meaning just what I just told you, that by holding car keys or a ring of someone, you can often get information from that person. And I don't know how long that stays with it. You know, if the guy's been passed for a long time, or doesn't seem to ever go away. Someone's saying on the other side, doesn't really ever go away. The original owner of that imbued it with himself. I did a video about the curiosity shop that's still on the YouTube channel, where I went through a curiosity shop, and you might call it a junk store or flea market or whatever, but it was a curiosity shop. It had all kinds of things. And I would pick them up, touch them, and get the vibration of the original owner. So when I felt these stones this weekend, I was holding them, I thought, gee, there's a video. I'll do a video about psychometry. I don't have any raw stones like that, but I have some in rings that, and how this is going to go is, I'll pick the ring up, I'll tell you what I'm feeling, what I'm getting from that particular stone. And then I'm going to read, because I have these written down over here, the traditional meaning of that gemstone, and see if the two align. Now, I haven't done any preparatory work here. I just thought it'd be a great idea, something I've never done before, that the accepted meaning of a stone is not necessarily its true meaning. Those meanings were made up a long time ago. It had nothing to do with psychometry. But if you're walking along the road and you just pick up a rock, each rock has a vibration, and if it's been held by someone or used by someone or shaped as in these are by me, then they should have some kind of a different flavor to them. So I'm just going to reach over here. Ooh, that's a neat looking one. And this is I have this travel case. When we go on the road, we sell these rings that I make, and there's lots of them. They're online as well. And this one's just calling out to me. This is a green opal, if you can see it or not, but it's green. It's sort of a light green, but it's called a green opal. And my knowledge of opals is very scant. That you have the fire opals that have all that glitter in them, and then you have opals that don't have that. And this is just one of those green opals. So now I'm going to touch it. I'm going to tell you what I'm getting, and then I'm going to read its traditional meaning, which I have written on these laminates. They're not laminated, they're just in sleeves. Okay. Is it an improvement stone? Whoever owns this stone is sort of it's going to influence you to improve yourself. It's a psychological stone of some kind, so this must be brain improvement. Okay. Okay, green opal. And they're tagged, so I mean I do know what they are because I made them. So then we're going to go to the laminate and get up the traditional meaning. Isn't this fun? Opal green is a stone that's all about the heart. This crystal is here to provide nourishing and rejuvenating energies to anyone struggling with emotional heartache. It's a perfect stone for anyone who may have gone through recent trauma or grief or the dissolution of a relationship or a hurtful disagreement. Sort of fits along in there. Nourishing and rejuvenating energies to anyone struggling with emotional heartache. So that would be, sort of fit in that category. It's an improvement stone. Okay, well that was interesting. Let me pick up something else. This is an interesting stone here. It's a malachite. And the minute I saw it, I knew that it may not make a good ring because it's flawed. But then we're all kind of flawed. And this is what malachite looks like. You can see the little lines and things in it, that it's polished, but I tend to like rings that are flawed. They're just more interesting. Smooth rings, they're okay, but okay, this is malachite, and I don't know what its original meaning is, but this is a redirection stone. If you go in the wrong direction, this stone's supposed to help you redirect your energies into what you're supposed to be doing. Isn't that interesting? This little stone. Now, here's the interesting thing. I've made several rings out of this stone, probably have the same feeling to them. But a different malachite stone, for me, might have a different feeling. I don't know. I've not done that. This is made out of one stone. I think I made two out of it. Okay. Now I've forgotten what I said. Okay, malachite. Something stuck on there. Malachite. Used to enhance psychic visions, especially when combined with azurite. It balances all the chakras, but in particular the heart chakra. It has a high spiritual energy which aids in prolific dreaming. It can also be used for aura cleansing. Stone color is bright green and is one of two basic copper carbonate materials. It is also known as a peacock stone. Not the same at all. Okay, so it's, the best, it's just something that some of the other side's saying. Since I hear voices, I'm telling you what I'm hearing. That if you wanted a ring for you, you could go to some place that sells gemstones and hold them and pick the stone, not based on its color, but on how it feels for you. And then have a ring made with that stone in it, if you absolutely wanted the right ring for you. Interesting, huh? The vibration of each stone is different. Squirrel running across the road out there. Okay, let's see. This is a very interesting stone. It's called unakite. And it's mined over here in North Carolina, Unakite Mountains. You can see it's sort of green with flecks of all kinds of tan and orange colors. Okay. Undiscovered country, a sense of adventure. So this stone is for the person who's an explorer or someone who's always looking for something new. Probably people who move a lot or people who travel a lot. Interesting. Okay. Let's look up what its meaning is according to the internet. Unicate. That's UNAKITE, for those of you who want to look it up. Supports the physical body by purging toxicity from old emotional wounds and attachments, anger and resentment, and bad habits like overeating. It's not the same at all. It's an exploring ring. It's one who likes new places, new things. This particular stone is that way. Gradually supports a healthy alignment of physical, mental, and spiritual bodies, helping the body become a support for higher experiences. Its slow, consistent energy helps teach patience and perseverance rather than the quick fix of addictive thinking. Not the same at all. Very interesting. As my phone clicks saying that something's going on. Here's one that I made recently that I really dig a lot. I'm surprised somebody didn't buy it this weekend. It's chrysocolla, and this is a particularly beautiful kind of a green stone, mottled kind of green. I don't know if this camera, and for this one, for some reason, it has a black little streak running through it. Interesting. Chrysocolla. Harbinger of goodwill. What came right out of it? Just popped right out. Harbinger of goodwill. This means that good things are going to happen. Let's see what it says. Just such a spacey guy. It's amazing I can do this. The serenity of its turquoise blue color discharges negative energies, calms and allows truth and inner wisdom to surface and be heard. A peaceful stone. It emphasizes the power of our words and actions, that the power of our words and actions have on those around us, and encourages compassion and strength of character. Not the same thing at all. This is a harbinger of goodwill. This is a serenity stone. Discharges negative energies. I want to do one more. I won't bore you with this. Some of you have already clicked and gone some other place. I'm sorry if this is boring you. There's not much I can do. This, as everyone will recognize, this is one of those pronged settings, has prongs on it. This is amber. You can see which is tree sap that's hardened over centuries, and you'll see organic material in it and sometimes bugs. You know, like Jurassic Park. This is a piece of amber. And this piece of amber came from my wife, who gave it to me to put in a ring, who got it from Ukraine, I think. Yeah. It's a Ukrainian stone, I believe. Ukrainian, Russian, Ukrainian. She's had these in her possession for a long, long time. And she said, why don't you take some of these and make rings out of them? So I did. Anyway, there it is, amber. Possessions are valueless without the meaning that goes behind them. So it said. You should possess things, temporarily possess things, but you must know the meaning behind them. This is a meaning stone. Everything, oh, okay, it's talking about what I'm talking about. It's what it says about amber. The most attractive quality of amber is that it possesses very old energy. With this old energy comes the acquired wisdom of the earth. It's a warm, cheerful, wise, protective, and healing stone. It will discharge all negative moods, and it will deflect negative energies. Okay. And it goes on. This stone will work hard to make sure that you're only working with strong and positive energies. That what I'm getting from the stone is that it's okay to own things, and you should own things, although you're a temporary owner, but you should know the meaning behind them. I mean, what is the meaning of this to you? which goes back to where I said if you went to a store and purchased a gemstone that felt right to you and had it put in a ring, then it makes sense to carry that ring around. Not because of its value, or oh, it's a diamond, or anything else, just how it makes you feel when you hold it. Kind of interesting. The meaning behind things when you own them is way more important than the way it looks or anything else. I believe that. Believe that to be true. Okay, well, that's the end of the thing. A few days I was doing a horoscope, horoscopes for everyone, and I just thought you might be interested, and you could do some of it yourself. Just try picking up anything, any rock, any stone, and if you have something that was owned by somebody angry, pick it up and see if it doesn't feel angry. If you owned something by someone who had a positive thing, don't prejudge. But maybe that angry person got that thing, but it originally was owned by someone who's very positive, and it still holds that positive value. So you can't discard it because it was owned by somebody angry, because the person who owned it before might have been the opposite. Okay, I wish you all happiness in whatever way it may find you. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.